I'm here on this challenge week this week because over the summer I've been doing a placement funded by DREAM at Cambridge. So I've been doing a geography placement there, looking at socio-economic development of civilization and doing computational modelling. And as part of that week, I've been able to come and take part in the challenge week here at Cranfield.
Okay, so I'm studying a PhD which involves combining surface water flood modelling with groundwater flood modelling. So inputting groundwater into a high-resolution flood model. That's up in Newcastle.
So I am currently studying electrical electronic engineering at Imperial College London. I'm here as part of the NERC REP scheme, which is a research experience placement with the DREAM-CDT.
So my name is Milan. My PhD is in computational linguistics. I'm a first year student at the University of Cambridge. I'm here for the challenge week.
So this week we're split into two teams, or the DREAM consortium is in two teams, and we are trying to work together to assess long-term risks, so how you'd mitigate and assess various hazards and hazard hotspots, and how different hazards all interlink.
The aim of the project was to look at the extreme environmental events and how they impact this area, which was South London. So we were looking at big data and analysing all this information coming in and looking at ways to mitigate the risks that are involved with that. My current part was helping to develop a sensor that will go inside someone's home that will help monitor the temperature so that we can monitor them and send help if there's been a heat wave and they're in need of aid.
I've learned a lot about big data and risk, but I think I've also learned a bit about where my particular skills lie. I've really enjoyed the challenge of sort of communicating new ideas, and I think I've found that to be an experience which I've really enjoyed, and actually something which maybe I have more skill at than I thought, so it's been nice to discover that. So one of the big new experiences for me this week has been working in a big team. Physics undergrad is often quite a solitary career, and so working in a team with people who I haven't known before on a project which none of us are very familiar with, I've learned a lot about effective project management, effective communication within the team, all of which will be really helpful for me as I go back to my undergrad.
Well, this week has drawn on lots of different skills, and I've learned a lot. So I've had to deal with the technical aspect of things. So I've done a lot of programming and sensing, looking at sensors. Sorry. So actually, my rep placement, I'm looking at fibre optic sensors. So some of the work I've done here this week is really going to help me later on in my rep placement. But on the other side, it's also there's been a lot of people skills, presentations. So there's been a lot of learning. It's been a very exciting week. I've really enjoyed it. It's been a great experience.
We've learned about mostly teamwork, I would say. Lots of environmental stuff, but a lot of basically how to interact with people, how to create a cohesive team of people, how to deliver on a task, how to manage ourselves. Huge, I think quite a bit of stress, positive, being taken out of your comfort zone and just having to respond constantly, keep your energy up, deliver, be there every day, doing something completely different from my ordinary computational linguistics. This was very different.
Yes, I think I've learned a few things about presenting, so I've learned various software things, learned how to use QGIS and Prezi, which is quite useful. I can take that back. Learning how you use team members, I think, the thing I'll take home the most. So you perhaps can't just offload delegate a task to someone. You've got to make sure they fully understand it and they can do it, and not let someone else who's good at something do all of that. You've got to sort of share things around, but not in the obvious way.
So in terms of skills and what I've learned this week, definitely project management, how to be an effective member of the team. I think from an even psychological point of view, never mind the knowledge, I think you learn to be there, to be kind, to be patient, because the days are very long, the tasks are unfamiliar, and the challenges that just keep on coming. I think the biggest learning was not so much new knowledge, although I did learn that. It was personal development, just having to be there, keeping everything intact, working well with others, managing to timelines, taking responsibility.